Hello from Sweden.
Hello.
At least a few here. So the fence isn't visible if you're behind the leader?
Evening, everybody.
Good evening.
How's it going? Thanks for jumping on.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Perfect.
Oh, yes.
Apparently I need to turn my sensitivity down. Eek. I'm glad it's going to be a chill ride. Go fast.
Fingers crossed this doesn't break. All right, it's working so far.
Yep.
Nate's already a reverse flyer.
Hello. Hello. Forgot to be in the right gear when we started off, so I'm already dropped.
Oh no.
Good start, Amy.
I think we should just have this WBI guys who work in front.
Who's got the red beacon?
No red beacon for this test.
Only joking.
That would be me. Ha ha.
This is a pretty well-behaved group.
So
I wonder
excited.
why.
So excited.
All right, the fence is on, and it's a 2-second gap from the leader. So go ahead and go ahead of me. You'll see the fence gradually appear in front of you. And if you cross it, you'll get a dialogue that says slow down, and you get a 30-second timer.
Amy, grab my wheel.
If I can catch you.
Oh,
Featherweight,
Right,
featherweight,
right in
too.
front of you.
You guys see it?
Oh, here it is.
yes.
Yeah, so play around with it for a bit. Don't get kicked out of the ride, though.
Better brake not to fall out.
I can speed up and actually turn it off, too, just to make sure we don't kick people out. I also get to see a count on my screen of the number of flyers that are beyond the fence. Right now, there's only one.
Wait, could you turn your mic up a little bit, please?
Yeah, it's very low.
Oh, me?
Hey, Wes. You're a bit quiet, Wes.
All right, let me jump into Discord settings. Don't get kicked out.
Guys, I've got to go, but thanks for that. I've got to lead a ride now, so sorry about that. Cheers.
Have fun, Rose.
Okay, I turned the fence off for a second. Everybody regroup.
Okay.
Amy, grab my wheel. Don't drop off.
I can't. I'm
Yeah, I'll slow it down to 1.5.
Okay.
Don't worry about me too much. I'm actually 36 weeks pregnant, so my heart rate
Oh my goodness.
can all go so high.
Fantastic.
That's awesome.
That's dedication right there.
60 seconds is a lot.
Yeah.
We're 8 seconds behind you guys. We're catching up.
Okay, yeah, I'll drop it down to 1 watt.
Cheers,
Sorry.
Wes. That's all right. Don't apologise.
We probably need someone off the back to just see what happens to them.
Woo, there we go. I'm back.
Nice work.
Nice work, Amy. Wes, is that fence from the yellow beacon or from the front of the group?
It's from the yellow beacon.
Oh, I can see it. It's very light though.
Yeah, it'll get a little bit more obvious the closer you get to it.
Got it.
Yeah, and the underwater is also blue, so that makes it hard.
Yeah, it's translucent, so it takes some lighting effects from the rest of the world and shades in strange ways. In
I
certain
would
lighting
definitely say
conditions.
make it a little darker if you can, because that was hard to see in the tunnel.
Okay. We may be able to actually make it a different color depending on what the other surroundings are.
That would be good, like yellow or red even.
Right.
Is the fence on again?
Fence on again?
Fence is on right now.
Yep.
Yes. 5-second gap is the fence target.
I'm just peeking through it.
Shields up.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
Well, once you go through it and you look back, you can really see it clearly.
Yeah. It's on the front side, you can't really see it.
So it's not too much of a disturbance. Did you just turn it off?
No, but it will turn itself off in certain situations with junctions.
Oh, okay. Because I just
That's
noticed
one of the
it's
bugs
off.
we have to fix.
I think it'll be really nice because I know with us, a lot of flyers are just not aware they're getting so far ahead.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, see it's off.
And once it's off, you can't get dropped from the group.
That is correct. When the fence is off, you can be wherever you want and not get kicked out of the group.
Okay.
So we can turn it off for a sprint lap.
Exactly. So now I'm on the 10-second gap, so you guys could go really far out. This would be useful for climbing hills. And these numbers will be variable for us. We are trying to tune 3 defaults that make the most sense for most rides.
So would you be able to change that while in game as a leader? Or would you have to set that default ahead of time?
We haven't decided yet how we're going to expose the variability to ride leaders yet.
You have to slow down quite a lot to get back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was noticing that I had to stop pedaling.
I almost
Yeah,
had to stop, yeah.
The 10 seconds, you can see it from 7 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, the larger the gap, because the visibility is a percentage ratio, so the larger the gap, the sooner you'll see it, or earlier you'll see it in that gap. The other thing we need to do is we need to actually put the indicator itself on the mini map, much like the workout gates.
Yeah, that would be good.
Oh, that'll be nice, yeah. Okay, just turned off.
Yeah, worked fine.
That responds really quickly too. Oh, he's ringing us all back.
Oh, you're gonna kick me out with that 2-second one.
I'm 8 seconds ahead.
I'll also speed up to help it out a little bit. I see 8 flyers in front of me.
30 seconds goes down really quickly.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, especially when you have no brakes.
And you have to kind of stop to get it to act.
Some people have been pressing the pairing screen to automatically stop. They press A to hit the brake.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keep a break.
Say that
Would
again.
be nice to have a brake button.
All right, I changed it on the fly to 5 seconds now without disabling the fence. And now to 10 seconds. Looks like we still have people in the event, which is nice.
I was just behind you, and I saw the
Yeah, same here.
message coming up.
Yeah, I got that as well.
So the message told me I must
Yeah,
get
that's
into
the
the
bug.
group,
That's the bug.
although I was behind you. Oh, okay.
And I think I was in front of you, and now I'm behind you by 8 seconds.
Nobody should see the message right now, though, ideally.
No, it's gone.
Oh yeah, somehow I went from way in front of you to way behind you. Must have backed off too much. Whew. Here, I thought this was going to be an easy ride for.
Also, when we had that bug just now, it kept me on front view, so I look at myself from the front.
Me as well.
It didn't switch back.
Yeah, the auto camera switching is also an area where we have a lot of bugs to fix.
Okay.
We also have new UI we're building that it won't be a pop-up box, so hopefully it'll be a little bit more discreet and elegant.
I know in your face is good.
Yes, it really draws your attention back to what's happening.
Because you don't, but excuse me awfully, would you mind moving back a little bit? You're a bit too far ahead.
In exactly that accent.
Yeah.
I was going to say accent needed.
Absolutely. Thanks awfully.
All right, 5-second fence is on for the rollers and the climb to see how the gap behaves. Because the actual time gap is a client-based prediction, so it can get kind of weird when the terrain changes a lot. I'm going to go pretty slow. I'm going to kind of force you guys into the fence.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger, this is a final warning message.
Oh, there it is.
The camera switch back there, fine, whereas...
So the camera works again for you?
Yeah, worked while they're there.
So I'm soft pedaling as much as I can without actually stopping.
I see lots of
And
flyers.
that 30 seconds isn't dropping me back. Oh, there we go.
Turning off the fence in a sec.
That with soft pedaling, that took like 20 seconds to get back to you.
Yeah, that's one of the issues, because otherwise what you don't want is for the group to fly past.
Right. Because if you stop, that's what happened back there. Is then I got 10 seconds back and had to work very hard to get.
That will teach them.
So I would say maybe a minute or a minute and a half to allow people to soft pedal and the group to catch that and then having to stop and fall back.
So instead of a 30-second timer, give him a 60 or 90-second timer because soft pedaling is so hard on
Yep.
the fence.
I would say yes.
Yep, and I think if you're in a bunch and they keep pulling, it's very hard to stop them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Yes,
and on
yes,
descent.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah, especially downhill.
Oh yes, descents.
Having a brake button would be very helpful.
Auto brake on the fence if you go ahead.
Brake button.
Yeah, a gradual brake button as opposed to an instant stop button.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Not like the kick.
Or if you can just.
Not like to the screech to a halt A button.
Or if you can just increase the drag once you go ahead of that fence.
Yeah, maybe what we can do is that when you're outside of the fence and you're trying to get back and you're getting pulled along by other people, we could turn off the draft as well.
Oh, there you go. And have it kick back on once you're behind the fence.
Exactly.
Oh, yep.
Heavy riders will not return downhill. True.
Well, this is all just to help the riders.
Yes.
That's not to really penalize anybody.
Especially since this is to try and keep people with the group. I think having the longer time and being generous with allowing them to stay would be better, because you don't want to kick somebody who's potentially trying to come back, but it's not working for whatever.
Right.
Yep.
Maybe the first two could be warnings, just warning you are going ahead, but the countdown won't start until you are a minute ahead.
Think about if you have someone who's perpetually going beyond the fence and then coming back and going beyond the fence and coming back, trying to kind of play the game, is actually making the countdown degrade. So the first time you go across the fence is maybe it's a minute and a half. The second time maybe it's a minute 20. And if you do it like 10 times, it goes down to 30 seconds because clearly they're trying to
We gave you a chance.
Yeah.
First warning, third warning.
Oh my goodness.
Can you see the flyers even when the fence are off?
No.
Okay.
Will a tent be long enough for some of those mega groups that ride?
Probably not. I wonder if like the amount of people in the group would dictate the defaults. Like if you have a group of 1,000 people, a 10-second gap's not gonna do any good.
Right.
Agreed.
Like the Kiss It base groups where there's hundreds of people. A 10-second gap for ride leader is too close.
People will have to learn to ride behind the leader.
Be able to enable that in races. Because I would love that.
There is an opportunity for us to leverage something like this for controlled rollouts.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I'm beyond the 10.
Oh, we already got 5 flyers. So many flyers.
Yeah, that took me a good 15 seconds.
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Naughty,
I
naughty.
didn't.
Let me know if you need to turn it off.
No, I actually had to press A.
Yeah, in the last 10 minutes, I don't mind people getting kicked out so they can see how it feels for riders.
I was actually 30 seconds in front of you when you turned it on.
Oh, wow.
Good effort, Jerry.
I'm thinking for people who are trying to fall back but don't necessarily make whatever cutoff, would it be possible to have something where it would allow you once to rejoin the group and that was it?
I
that
think
make
you can
sense?
do that now, actually. If the group has late join turned on and you leave the game and then come back, it'll ask you to rejoin the group.
Okay.
I think that's what Nate did because he got kicked out by mistake because he was paying attention to messaging and wasn't watching the fence.
Okay, good.
Or if your first time just automatically put you behind the leader.
Yeah, teleporting riders around messes up Strava's GPS coordinates.
Oh, that's true. We've got Strava. Yep, point taken.
On another note, I'm very impressed by your invisible seat post, Wes.
Where can we buy one?
My seat post is invisible?
Yep.
Well, that's weird. I paid full money for this bike. I demand a drops refund.
I see a seat post.
I got it. We were.
Side view.
No, that's just his big legs, Amy.
Oh.
Oh, he just went through Bjarne.
I'm still relatively new to the cycling world, didn't get.
When I passed the fence this time, I didn't get the countdown timer. Ah, I passed it just by the Jarvis tree.
I know I'm trying to pull away and you're pulling 10 watts per kilo.
Yeah, what is this?
Rest?
I'm going to get past you. Oh, there he is. Flying by. 7 watts per kilo.
And here I am just happy I'm holding 2 for more than 5 minutes.
Did you type the message every time you change the shield?
Yeah, I'm having to manually type those. I want to add on.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be nice if when you turn it on, it says something like 30-second wall being enforced.
Yep. So now that I have a few people out on the leash at 10 seconds, if I drop it to 2 seconds, they're toast.
Oh yes, you're gonna dose me then.
A little bit of bait and
Chopping
switch.
block.
That would be mean, though. I told him 10 seconds for the remainder, and I'll leave it at that. But I am going.
I'm at 11 seconds and I don't see it. Ah, there it's back again.
Yeah, if you are in an intersection, you won't see it.
So it resets the clock at 30 again.
Yeah, we have some routing bugs. Incorrectly boot someone because they didn't see the fence during the intersection, so when it comes back, we reset it. If you've ever done a workout where you see the actual workout gate be on a different route than you know you're going to take at an intersection, that's the bug we're seeing. We're using the same logic here for the fence.
Now I'm 30 seconds ahead, but there's no fence.
And no countdown. I just passed the fence and I got the countdown directly.
What part of the route are you on? Have you crossed the bridge?
Yeah.
I'm just on the concrete bridge now going across the marina.
Oh, you're behind me then.
Yeah.
I was about to say, across the bridge behind us.
Yeah, I've already passed the marina.
Oh, sorry, no, I'm in the bridge, the concrete bridge ahead of that, with the boats to the left. I'm 38 seconds ahead of you.
Are you sure you're still in the event?
I can still see Wes, Nate, and myself. I can't see anybody else though.
Yeah, I see you. I just fan viewed you now. I'll give you right on. I suspect you've hit a bug.
Yep. Yep, I've got the ride on.
If I turn off the fence and turn it back on, I bet you see a pop-up. Interesting. Right now, I only see you and me in the riders nearby list.
Oh, and I'm right by you.
Yeah,
Oh,
it keeps
I just hit the fence.
And now I see you guys again. Very weird.
Yep, I just passed through the fence. Now I'm behind it again.
Yeah, you're 7 seconds ahead of me, Amy, I believe.
Yes.
I'm 47 seconds and I'm not getting anything at the minute.
You managed to bypass my fence.
Ooh.
Very sneaky.
Hacker.
Launch torpedoes then.
Okay, let's see if I can break out of this fence.
I'm changing it to 2 seconds. Everybody's gonna get booted.
I've got 45 seconds to glory. I'm winning this sucker.
Classic flyer, winning the group ride.
Absolutely.
Fence on again.
I just got an additional 30 seconds.
Yeah, I toggled it down to 2 seconds.
Okay.
But you guys aren't gonna get kicked out because there's only 4 seconds left in the ride.
2, 1, goodbye.
All right, nice work.
Cheers, Wes.
No, it's definitely off to a great start. Excited to see it finalized.
Yeah, this is version 0.01. So by the time we get to 0.1, we should have a lot of good fixes.
I'm disappointed there's no leaderboard though.
You wanted to win the group ride?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't want to come in last.
All right, if you guys have any other feedback you think of after you get off, feel free to drop it in the forum post about this experiment. I'll be reading that later today, obviously.